Hey guys, I saw Gangster Squad last Thursday night, and it took me all weekend long to think of something more than just meh. A whole lot of meh. You know, that actually could be catchy sometime. I might just use that. Gangster Squad is set in 1940s Los Angeles, where everything from cars, clothes, and dining wear is all the classy stuff, including the suit, the ties, and the hats. Within the first few minutes, we are introduced to Sean Penn's big-nosed Mickey Cohen. Mickey Cohen in this film has complete and utter control of Los Angeles. He's got LA completely in the palm of his hand. So enters in Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin is an ex-soldier, and he basically doesn't take shit from Mickey Cohen. So he starts to do things that most cops wouldn't do. For instance, going into a brothel and beating up some pimps that are owned by Mickey Cohen. He gets on the good side of the police chief, aka Toad Voice. So Nick Nolte, the best person who I could ever think of to be the spokesman for anti-cigarette ads, gives Brolin the job to wipe out Mickey Cohen. So now we are introduced to the Gangster Squad, composed of Josh Brolin not drinking in the entire movie, boy voice driver, T-1000, that Spanish guy that's always in movies but you can never really remember his name, that black dude who was in Hurt Locker who really hasn't done anything since then, and the guy who hates blue monkeys. So the Gangster Squad goes out and starts breaking up shit. They screw stuff up for Mickey Cohen, and anyone who apologizes to him apparently is let go. Let go. Now the whole time while I was watching this movie, I kept on thinking, you know, the Untouchables is a lot better than this. It's really unfortunate because Gangster Squad has the ability to be a really good movie. It's got an A-list cast, it's got great style to it, but there's so little substance in it. Take for instance the Gangster Squad themselves. They are basically stereotypical characters. There is so little introduction for these guys that they aren't giving anything besides a single trait for you to remember them by. For instance, you remember the black guy because he's black. Same with Robert Patrick, aka T-1000. All you remember him is because he's got a revolver. On the premise of looking at this movie as a single, very generic, straightforward action film, it actually kind of worked. It almost makes me think of like a 40s version of The Expendables. The movie does the basic ideas of an action film. You got gunfights, you got slow-mo, you got fist fights, but I never really got a full understanding for these characters, and that was what really blew this movie off for me. I never really had a reason to care for them, and some of them, right when you're introduced, you kind of like, okay, you know what's going to happen to him in the end. Even Brolin and Gosling, they barely get any form of character development at all. Brolin is pretty much set up as this all-good American guy, and Gosling is just, well, he's really pretty, and he's, you know, he does this kind of funny accent. But really, what you are set with at the very beginning of the film is what you get at the end. Sean Penn basically was given this ridiculous character, and he makes the best of it. He's honestly the most entertaining person to watch in the entire film. One character that was really wasted, I feel, was Emma Stone. She's basically in this movie to fall for that really cheesy line that Gosling gives her. Not that Emma Stone isn't anything bad to look at, but really she's, I don't know, I've seen better use of Mary Jane Watson in the old Spider-Man movies than this. Pretty much that's what she was. She was a Mary Jane Watson, except she didn't get kidnapped, which even makes her point even more useless. In the end, if you're going for a movie that has substance, character development, and actually interesting story, don't watch this. When they were saying about inspired by true events, that literally meant, well, it kind of happened, but not really. No. Literally, almost nothing about this film, if I'm correct, is true. Mickey Cohen's rule of Los Angeles is highly overrated in this film. He was a mobster who had somewhat control, but he didn't rule it with an iron fist. The one thing that was true about this film, sort of, was that he set up the racket. But if you're gonna watch a movie for cool suits, cool hats, slow motion gunfights, Tommy guns going around, then you'll get what you want out of it, I guess. I feel that Gangster Squad really let itself down with what it had potential for. It's just a straight up action movie. There's really nothing different or creative about the process. It just delivers something that you've already seen before, except at a different time. So in the end, I can't really say this movie's bad, but I can't really say it's good either. So really, I'm stuck with meh. So that's what I'll call it. I'll give this film a whole lot of meh. This is the first time I've ever tried it with my face, so please tell me if it's bad. Yes, I'm doing it in my bathroom. I just thought it was an interesting idea to try it in here. Also, if you guys ever want to check out my radio show, here's the time for it right here. I played Goodfellas last week, so that's kind of why I went and saw Gangster Squad. Thanks for watching.